Hi, it's Max back. Another Dollar Tree haul. Not very exciting, but as I've said before, I'm not going to buy stuff just to show you. There's my dog. Look, you finally caught sight of her. There she is. I'm just going to buy things that I need. So a lot of this week is actually food stuff. And we'll start, I nearly did it again. I'm Max and my channel is called Dollar Tree Love. I need a little note card that says, remember to say that. Anyway, first thing I got were some egg noodles, and these are the extra wide, and I like these better because when you're serving them with a sauce, which you obviously would, they coat more sauce. So I got a pack of those. I got some more milk. Again, thank you to Anna in my dreams, only in my dreams, for telling me about this. It really is the only milk I buy. And the expiration date for this one is 2021, end of 2021. So until you actually open this, this will stay fresh. The minute you open this, treat it like normal milk, it will go off. So I actually got 2 of these. I'm building up a stockpile, more of that to come. Then I got these, it's empty because I used it yesterday. They're just a variety of raisins, well currants, but there were some raisins in there. Raisin medley, and there were some currants in there because someone gave me some green tomatoes and I made some green tomato, apple and raisin chutney. And for just $1, these were perfect. So I got some of those. Finally found my favorites. They seem to be coming back into the store. They disappeared from at least 3 Dollar Trees, as far as I'm aware. And these are the Cajun Voodoo, New Orleans kettle style voodoo mix, voodoo heat. They're potato chips. They're hot, they're spicy, but they're delicious. So I'm quite addicted to those, and I bought 4 packets. This is the only one left. And if I tell you that I went to the Dollar Tree on Friday, I eat my hauls before you get to see them. The other thing I found, because I love this stuff, and I've bought it before, is the sweet chili sauce. It's a Leaping Leopard, which I believe is a brand name. So when I saw it, there was just one on the shelf. I've used the other one because I was putting it on and in everything. I just think it's lovely. So I got another one of those. Then I needed some more ketchup. Well, I've got half a bottle, but I'm building up a supply. So I got that. Hunt's for $1. That's pretty good value, I reckon. I've only ever bought this stuff from the Dollar Tree. I don't buy it from anywhere else, so I couldn't tell you how much it is. Then carrying on with food, I got a tin of black olives. Just love these things. I'll eat them with anything or with nothing, just on their own. I do like them, and they certainly are cheaper. You won't find a tin of olives, a 6-ounce tin of olives in Kroger for $1. They're much more. So I got a tin of those. I believe I have a couple of tins anyway. I got some Chef Boyardee beef ravioli, because believe it or not, I don't mind this stuff. I don't like it hot, but I don't mind it cold. I know that's weird, but that's how I eat it. I eat it cold. So I got one of those, and again, I'm not sure how much they cost in your regular supermarket, but I was in the Dollar Tree. These I'm kind of stocking up on because these are excellent value, and they have a shelf life until the end of next year. And they're the Hunt's San Marzano style, and I still haven't worked out what that is. Garlic, olive oil, and basil, whole tomatoes, and you get a huge can. Of course, I can't tell you. 28-ounce can. So that's really good value, and again, it's Hunt's, which is a name brand. I got 2 things of mushrooms. These aren't the whole mushrooms. These are the leftover versions. They're stems and stalks, so, but they're fine. I put those into pasta sauces, and I even fry them up sometimes for breakfast with some garlic and eggs, and they're delicious. So I got 2 of those. Told you, it's mostly food. I'm saving a couple of decent things till the end. I got another box of this, the onion soup and dip mix. I use this in meatloaf, actually. When I make a meatloaf, I put this in, and it seems to work just fine. I think you get 3 packs in here. Yeah, 3 pouches in there. So when I make a meatloaf, in a pound meatloaf pan, I just put 1 sachet of this in, and it just gives it that extra something. I've had no complaints about my meatloaf. I got some more of this. I'm getting through this really quickly. I don't know whether I'm feeling autumn coming on, but it's the apple and cranberry Taviv tea. Very nice. I use 2 of these tea bags because I like my tea strong, but that is very good value for money. So I got another one of those. That's almost become like a staple. Here, now here's a story. I got another one of these. I should have got 2, and I'll tell you why. We were out on the deck on Thursday, me and my dog, and she was sniffing around in the corner of the deck, but I didn't pay too much attention to her until suddenly she went crazy. She was racing around the yard. She was trying to bite her back. She was in a terrible state. She was howling. Something had got her, and I didn't know what it was at the time. So I caught up with her. I got her inside, and I left her inside, and I could still hear her whining. And I went outside, and there was I won't say a nest, because there wasn't a nest, but there was like a clump of hornets. I kid you not, the size of a tennis ball, over on my deck, underneath the wooden railing. I hate the things. I mean, I'm a city girl, so anything that has got more than 4 legs and you can't spell it D-O-G, I'm not interested. So I ran in, and the only weapon I'd got, apart from a taser, was this. And I thought, well, here goes nothing, because these were like big. They were 1.5 inches big, nasty, evil, mean-looking hornets, who I surmised had already stung my dog on her back. Anyway, I discharged a whole can of these on that clump of hornets. And I watched that, and then I ran indoors. They were dripping in it. I ran indoors and I watched them, and they fell one by one. They were just falling on the deck, dying. So I thought, hey, it works, thank goodness. So I went outside, sprayed again, and there were a few stragglers. And then I realized on the other side of the deck, exactly where it joins the house, there was another clump of them. So I ran in and I got my spare can, because I had 2, and I did the same thing over there. Now I swept up over 40 hornets, dead. Swept them into a dustbin pan thing, and put them in 2 plastic bags and put them in the trash. When I came in, I realised she'd been bitten on her back because it was already swelling up, but they'd also bitten her here. And I didn't know what to do. I Googled it, and they just said, really, unless, you know, her tongue's swelling up, all you can do really is put ice on it. Well, she wouldn't let me put ice on her face, but I got that. Do you remember I bought that pack for my lunchbox, that ice pack for my lunchbox? Well, I'd got that in the freezer. I grabbed that, and I put that on her back, and that seemed to help her. But that night, she was so restless. She would be jumping up, running around. She was obviously in a lot of pain. But I just want to let you know, this works. And that's why I got another one. I should have got 2, because I'm now just down to this one. And if they come back, I'll murder them again. Then I found these. These are the pumpkin spice soft caramels. I already know I'm not going to like these. I thought they would be caramel with a kind of pumpkin-y, creamy centre. I don't think they are. I think they're just pumpkin-flavoured soft caramel. And I'll tell you why I don't think I'm going to like them. Because I bought these. And I've already opened these, and I had one. And I thought they sounded great, because Werther's actually do a hard caramel, but when you bite into it, it's got this lovely creamy apple inside. It's actually green inside. Well, I tasted one of these, and these are very soft. I didn't like the texture at all. They're very soft, and it's kind of an apple caramelly kind of flavour. I think it was more a texture thing with me that I didn't like. But I thought I was going to bite into one of those. See that there? Probably not focusing, or it's my eyes not focusing. But I thought it was going to be caramel with a kind of an apple centre. But it wasn't. It's those, and they just have a mixture of the two flavours. So I'll be giving those away. And those are obviously going to be the same. So you're not going to bite into them and have this lovely pumpkin cream. So I'll give those away. I also got, brought these back, and these are the honey and lemon flavour Halls. I'm going to grab a couple more packs of these because last winter I had a load of them in stocking and some Ricola. I need to look out for the Ricola. And when I got strep throat, these were a lifesaver. They really did soothe my throat. So I got one pack, but I intend to get some more. Then we were supposed to be doing, my son and I, some serious yard work this weekend. That didn't happen. But I got these Good Sense garden bags because one of the things we're going to be doing, the leaves aren't off the trees, and I don't have trees in my yard, but we need to do some weed raking. And so I got these, and you get 2 sacks, that's French, hold on, 2 bags free. So you normally get 5, and on this bonus pack you get 7. These are quite tough. They're certainly good for garden rubbish. So I got those. And we will use them, just didn't happen this weekend. Then I got some more dish detergent for my dishwasher. A lot of people don't like these. I've been watching other haulers, and some people do, some people don't. Honestly, I am fussy. I like clean dishes. I don't like washing up, so I do use my dishwasher a lot. And I have never, ever had any residue from these. They get rid of everything, and I've got a short cycle on my machine. So I have got a cycle that takes 25 minutes, I think, and it gets my plates very clean, even though everything's white, you know, and I would notice if there was anything left on them. These do the job. So I don't know why some people don't like them and some people do. You get 10. So for 10 cents a load, I think that's pretty good. I got, how are we doing for time? We're okay. I've got some yellow rice. This is the rice that I would use to make a paella, a Spanish paella, Spanish rice dish. And I didn't get round to it for my son's birthday because I didn't have the rice. So I will make one and somehow get it over to him. Or when he finally comes around and does my yard, then I'll make him this as a special treat with shrimp and chicken. Sounds weird, but that's how they make it in Spain. I was scratching about the other day, and I cut my foot. Well, actually, I didn't cut my foot. I trod on something, and it cut my foot. So I got some of this liquid skin. I've used this before. I'm a gusher. If I cut my finger, it will bleed. It will really bleed. And I've done it before, and I've used that, and it works a charm. So I got another one because the other one I've got is open. And I've had it quite some time, probably a year, so I may just sling that one and put this in my first aid box. Not quite sure yet what to do about that. I got some more of this. Again, I bought this before and I love it. I'm off baby oil completely now, and I'm into this baby oil gel. Slap this all over after a shower, makes your skin super smooth. And if you've got tanned legs, which unfortunately I don't anymore, I did when we came back from the beach, but rubbing some of this on gives it that really sort of sheen, you know, that looks lovely on a tan. So I only use this now after my shower. It's less messy. I think it's a smaller bottle, but it seems to go just as far. And you don't spill it all over the bathroom floor and stain the tiles and whatever. So I like that. So I got another one of those because I'm completely out of that. I got some Goya. Come on, Maxine. Bouillon sachets. These are sachets, and they're excellent. I actually made, with my last one, I made some Spanish noodle soup just with one of these, and all I did, I just put one of these in some water, brought it to the boil, put a can of carrots in, some fideos, which are very thin little pasta noodles, tiny little noodles. Put some of those in and cut a potato up in it, and boom, you got a Spanish soup. Obviously a Spanish housewife would boil a whole chicken and make her own broth, but hey, life's too short. I might have done that a few years ago, but not anymore. Then I got these, and these are made in the USA, I did check. And they're just, I mean, my dog's 8 years old now, and she's fit as a fiddle, really. But these are for hip and joints, and I thought, well, I'll get her those. I've actually opened them, and she did like them. They've got glucosamine and chondroitin sulfate in them, antioxidants and protonated minerals, whatever that means. But she can't read, and she just liked them. And so I got her some, and they're tiny. So, I mean, she won't settle for just one. I had to give her 2 or 3. But she did like them. I think we're coming to the end. Wow. Oh, no. Okay. I found the wings. I found them. Now, last week, I said I was going to start collecting dress-up clothes when my granddaughter comes over. My son thought it was a good idea, and so I bought her the little bumblebee skirt, and I also bought her the unicorn or the rainbow striped skirt, but I couldn't find any wings or those things, the little headbands to go with it. But I did find the bumblebee wings, so I thought, well, I'm going to grab those. I'm sure my store will fill up with new costumes for Halloween when it gets nearer, but they didn't have much at all. Then, this I want to show you. I got this. It's empty. It's 70% rubbing alcohol. From day one, when you couldn't get sanitizer for love, money, or coercion, I made my own, and I have continued to make my own all the way through. And what I do, this is an empty Dollar Tree washing up bottle. I don't follow the internet recipes which say it should be 3 parts to 1 part. I don't do that. I've got pretty, strong hands. And so what I do is, now I know because I've made 4 of these bottles so far, and I've used them. What I do is I fill up with alcohol, which is roughly that bottle that I just showed you. I fill it up to here, and then I just squirt some aloe vera gel, pure aloe vera gel, on the top. Mine doesn't separate. I've read things that people's have separated, and the alcohol either floats to the top or whatever, but the 2 things separate. Mine never does. Mine stays looking like that. And this is just as good, maybe even better, than the stuff, dripping everywhere, than the stuff you can buy in the stores. And bearing in mind that the stuff we bought in the stores, I didn't buy any, but I'm sure thousands of people did, that was made in Mexico and then later recalled because it had dangerous side effects. Well, I'm going to carry on making my own. Let's just put it like that. I feel safe that way. So I tip that 70%. The minimum recommendation is 60%. And as I'm not doing 2/3 to 1/3, let's say, 2 parts to 1 part, I'm not doing that. I make mine stronger. 70% alcohol is fine because it's a minimum of 60 that they recommend, and then I squirt some aloe vera on the top, shake it up, and boom. And then what I do is I did buy some of those little backpack hand sanitizers from the Dollar Tree, intending to give them to my friends' kids when they went back to school. Well, none of them have gone back to school. So I've commandeered one of those. I've already filled it up once. It fills up fine, and that's what I fill it up with. I don't do it because it's cheaper, although it is cheaper. I do it because I know exactly what's in there, and I don't bother with any essential oils. I want my hands to smell of alcohol. So that's that. And then I got this. I finally found the Echo Tools Facial Cleansing Sponge. Now, I don't know if you remember, but I bought 2 of these, but they didn't look like this. They were like pumice stones. They were kind of egg-shaped. But they said exactly the same on them. Facial Konjac Sponge. Naturally removes excess oils to refresh and cleanse your skin. 100% natural plant fibre. And they came in like a hard plastic box. Well, these come in a little bag. They're flat oval ones as opposed to pumice stone shape, egg shape. But I've been on the lookout for those egg-shaped ones. I think they've disappeared off the face of the earth. But I did find these. I've already started using one because the two I bought were just worn out. And when they get old, these won't absorb water. They stop kind of absorbing water and they go all like crinkled and won't absorb water. So anyway, I found those and I got two, but I've already opened one and I've started to use it. I really like those. And then lastly, I have always, and will continue to always, when my candles get down and they, you know, they cease to burn, I put them in hot water. I normally buy not Dollar Tree candles, Yankees or other types of candles, in a jar, a bigger jar. When they get low, I put them in a pan of boiling hot water until it all liquefies, and then I pour them out into moulds. And I went to burn one the other day, picked up my burner, and I dropped it and broke it. So I saw that and I thought I'd get it. And all you do, let me show you. This is the one. I've got like 20 jars in the closet, which I have to remove the wax and make these. Some people call them cakes, some people call them tarts, some people call them melts. Anyway, that was the remnants of a Yankee candle, and I just melted it and I poured it into a cupcake holder actually, and made that. Smells just like the candle, hasn't lost its scent at all. And then this is too big for this one, I'll have to cut it in half, but you just put them on top, put a tea light underneath, which then heats the wax, it melts and lets off the scent. So it's a good, cheap way of using up every last remaining bit of your candles. And that, woo, is that. Now, before I go, I am not a prepper. Absolutely not a prepper. I am not even close to being an amateur survivalist. In fact, if you dropped me in the wilderness in 2 inches of snow, I'll probably be dead within 20 minutes, you know. A bear would smell my fear and get me. But I have, for the last year, before I started doing these hauls, been gradually preparing for this winter. And I'm gonna, I don't know if it'll be today, maybe. I'm gonna do a video about what I mean, a survivalist and a prepper, proper prepper, would laugh at me. But this is what I have decided that I need if something happens. That something could be a 2 or 3 day power outage. It could be getting snowed in. It could be flu viruses mixing with all the other viruses. It could be a total lockdown again. It's just one of those things. And in my video that I will do, I'll explain why I decided to do this about a year ago. In fact, 2 years ago. Okay, that's it. I know it was boring and I'm sorry, but perhaps next week will be more exciting. They do have all their autumn stuff. It is so pretty. I love it. I love looking at it. But I just know me, and if I had a lot of decor in my house, it would drive me potty. So the only season I really decorate for is Christmas, and then I go totally overboard. I've got 3 Christmas trees, and, you know, I'll go nuts over Christmas. But I just can't bring myself to buy that. It's beautiful, and I love it, and I see other people hauling it, and I think, oh, gosh, I'd love that. But I know the minute I start setting things around in my house, they'll drive me nuts and I'll have to get rid of them. So I'm sorry about that, but that's for other haulers. They're hauling the most amazing stuff, so you need to go and have a look, because the Dollar Tree is absolutely full of stuff at the moment. Anyway, enough chit-chat. I will probably upload another video today. Please don't laugh at me if you watch it, because I'm not a prepper, okay? I'm just an older lady trying to get prepared for whatever this winter throws at you. Bye. Stay safe.